let's understand the iterator functions. So iterator functions are the functions which help to extend the functionality of the base functions, just like sum and average. These functions help us to create certain important values. For example, if in a table you are having a data of product quantity and the price for those products, then what you will do, you will simply do the product into quantity. Using the iterator function, we can simply achieve that and get the sum total of that result. So let's go into the Power BI and understand how these function works. So this is our model. Inside this model, we need to calculate our total revenue. For that total revenue, if we go to our sales table here, this is our sales table. Inside that, you can see we are having our total order quantity and the product price. And if we want to calculate our total value based upon this price multiply by quantity, then we can call that as a revenue. Although we are having this revenue field already calculated using calculated column, we can create the measure using the SUMX formula. So let's go to our measures table and create a new measure. So we click on new measure here. Inside this measure, if we call it our revenue 2, we will be, wait for a second, this is our revenue 2, and inside this revenue 2 we will use SUMX. Right now this is asking for first expression, which is our table. So our table would be our sales data table, and inside that what do we want to do? We want to do a multiplication of our quantity and the price. So if we write our quantity, then this sales data table is containing the order quantity and we want to multiply it with the price, then we call it write as a price here. And when we write, wait for a second, when we write price here, then it is also coming from sales data table price, and we press enter. When we do that, we got our revenue 2 measure, and if we bring it to our table, you can see that we are having a revenue of 356,275. Now this is the calculation methodology, as you can see, which is helpful for some function, SUMX function. However, if there are certain important methods through which we can calculate them as well. So let me just show you the uses of this function. And what if we go inside our sales data table here, and this revenue column we calculated previously. Let's go and delete this column. I'm deleting it because this was our calculated column. Also the product price, let me just delete it from here. So we are deleting product price as well. Why I am doing that? Because this product price is already existing inside our product lookup table, and we bought that product price into our sales data table using some formula. So if we keep on bringing the data which are duplicate in multiple tables, it may cause confusion in future. So instead of duplicating the data and creating the data redundancy, we should be using these expressions smartly. So let's go and try to create our measure. Let's go to report view, and there is no revenue to measure right now, so this is showing error. Let's delete it from our model. Once we do that, let's go to our measures table here. One second. Yeah, let's go to our measures table here and let's create a new measure. And let's give it the name of revenue, and inside this revenue use the expression SUMX. This is the function, the SUMX, and we want to bring the data from sales table. The sales table has been selected. We want the details of quantity sold from the sales table. We got that. Now we need to multiply it with the price which is existing inside the table which is our product lookup table. So that price needs to bring to this particular table here right now for our calculation purpose. So what we will do, we will use a function of related, and related is like, this is using a VLOOKUP function going to the product lookup table and bringing the price against the sales data table data points. So this is related and we want to bring the price here, so we click on product price and then we press enter. We got our revenue details, and if we bring our revenue details to our dashboard, let's see, we got the same number which we saw previously. So in this way we can effectively use the SUMIF instead of SUMIF, SUMX formula and AVERAGEX formula and other iterator functions as well. These are very efficient to ensure that our data is bought very efficiently and there is no data redundancy in our model. So I hope you like this, and thank you so much for watching.